Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good, good. You start by talking about what you hope to accomplish in the game Saturday night offensively to kind of get ready and feel good about where you are as a unit going into the postseason.
Uh, Obviously correcting, penalties and self-inflicting wounds. Kind of drawing ourselves back from, scoring or putting ourselves out of position to put up points on the board. So really just mainly just getting in the end zone, no matter how it comes, putting pretty good drives together, as close to perfect as we possibly can, and, keep that momentum riding into the playoffs.
Is it frustrating to you guys that it seems like some weeks it goes well and then some weeks you've had these struggles and certainly that's been the case, for much of the last 8 weeks?
Ask me that again. I'm sorry.
Is it frustrating to you why you guys aren't in rhythm every week, or is that just more how the league is, what the defense does, or it seemed like at one point you had a good role, and lately it's kind of been disjointed. There has not been a situation where you guys offensively have been able to get in rhythm game after game after game.
I mean, yeah, frustrating, yeah, for sure. Obviously, because you're not scoring as much as you want to, or you're not putting up the right performance as expected out of each other. And just at the end of the day, you got to get back to the drawing board. You got to be better than your opponent, or you got to be better than your matchup and win your matchup. And got to play within the lines, obviously, because penalties are costly. And yeah, man, we just got to be better. Ultimately, that's all it is.
CeeDee, Jack talked about the disguises that were giving y'all some challenges against Arizona and how he feels like teams are disguising against y'all more than maybe against other opponents. Would you agree with that? And how can you guys as receivers help him find the best looks even so?
Oh, I strongly believe that because we've seen so many Rolodex of coverages and different types of looks. It's crazy. I've learned so many coverages in the past 2 years than I have just about in my whole life. And really just kind of letting him know what we see. He don't really have eyes everywhere, and we're kind of his eyes from the outside looking in, and kind of how we see the picture from the outside looking in. So just kind of being able to give him the image, or let him know how we're being played, or the leverage of the safety or the corner, or because I mean playing man to man against us is pretty tough. So I mean I would hope to have a different coverages for us.
Is there an example from the Arizona game that you could give us of a time where you were able to help him see something, or that looking back at film, the communication could have been better?
Not exactly, not right off top, but if I go back and look at film, I can definitely point it out for him.
CD, how difficult has this season been for you and Gallup and Amari? There was a lot of hype going to the start of the season with you three guys, and now you want to have Gallup for the postseason, and you guys haven't played a lot of games together.
Difficult because we haven't played together as much as we want. Obviously, we would love to have MG the whole season, or all three of us on the field together the whole season. But obviously, due to injuries, and prayers to my man MG, praying for a speedy recovery. But I mean, other than that, we got to go out there and handle business for him or one another. Go out there, put our best foot forward, and be able to hold it down for the group.
Have you been surprised at how limited you guys have been on the field together? I mean, you can't control, obviously, the injuries, but the production is not, obviously, I think, what you would want it to be.
No, because bell coverage and cover four will be any kind of, receivers that you put on the field together no matter what. If you have coverage that stays over top, you're not going to get the type of numbers that you would think, And we understand that. We don't really care for that because we understand the coverage, you know what I'm saying? And just going out there, being the best that we can be for Dak, for the team, and go get a win.
Micheal, Amari, and you at different times this season have been out for various reasons. Each time Cedric Wilson has stepped in. What has impressed you about Cedric's ability to, if one of you guys goes down or if he's called upon for whatever reason, his ability to contribute?
It hasn't surprised me a bit, honestly, because I knew what he was bringing to the table, and I knew what he was bringing to the room, considering I see him day in and day out in practice and seeing him compete. we also have guys like Malik, Noah, as you saw. All the guys with the ball in our hands, I feel like we're pretty elite, and that's what I feel like separates us from the next guys, if you will. Our receiver room, we have a great bond. Coach Henry does a great job of just explaining everything to us, getting the message through, and just keeping confidence in us. I feel like he instilled a lot of confidence, Coach Henry, that is, just because of week in and week out we see different coverages, and he simpled it down for us, simple the game plan as much as possible, and allow us to go play as fast as possible.
As a teammate and fellow wide receiver, what do you think Seth's best traits are, be it on the field or off, maybe both?
Attacking the ball. Honestly, I feel like his ability to attack the ball when it's in the air. The play that keeps replaying in my head was really that fourth down against the Patriots. That's all I can really think of. He's obviously made more plays since then. He just scored last week, but the play that defines Seth, I feel like, is definitely the fourth down. He's a very selfless player. He's going to put himself on the line for us, and we appreciate it.
Mike McCarthy told us, and Jerry Jones said on the radio that the plan is to play this Saturday to win, to play the starters, and for all you guys to be out there, even though there's not much you guys can probably improve on your playoff seeding. Just what do you think of when you hear that there isn't going to be any holding starters out, that you guys are going all in to win this game?
I mean, I'm with it. Whatever coach says goes. I can't really go against it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here for it. Like I said, I've always, this is my first kind of go around of everything, but I'm excited.
And then just you guys as an offense as a whole, do you feel like there's been any point this season where you guys have played your best, or do you think your best is still probably ahead of you guys?
We haven't played our best yet. I truly believe that, and I feel it. Honestly, it's just like a couple miscues here and there. We put a lot of great plays together consistently in the beginning of the season, but I still feel like we haven't played our best. We're still working uphill as of right now, just to get back to where we were. But we got the playoffs. I'm excited.
We'll finish up with Skyler.
CeeDee, I know you like the depth you have at receiver, but with Michael's injury, how much do you and Amari feel like the onus is on the two of you to really get this receiving core going in the playoffs?
We're ready. We're ready to take on a challenge. Like I said, I feel like that's our opportunity to step up for MG because we know the energy and the excitement he brings. So I understand the stake at hand, and so does Coop, to be the leaders of this room and go get the job done.
Thank you, CeeDee, and we'll get going here with
Thank you.
Steve.